Is it wise to revisit mind maps? That's the topic I'm addressing today in The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray-Grant, your publication coach, still in pandemic mode. I have a question from Edson Bueno, a writer based in Brazil. Here's what he's asked by email. Do you keep revisiting your mind maps? And if so, is the purpose to refresh your memory, or is it to add things? Also, have you ever had the experience of using a whiteboard for mind mapping? I'm a software engineer and have had many great experiences using whiteboards for coming up with solutions. I wonder if it's because of the size of the whiteboard. They're so big that you feel immersed. Or perhaps it's because you're standing up and that seems to lead to more creativity. Thanks for your question, Edson. I'm a huge advocate for mind mapping, and I've written a number of blog posts and done a bunch of videos as well. For links to all this material, please see the show notes below. Let me emphasize that I regard mind mapping as an inspirational rather than an organizational activity. For this reason, I never revisit my mind maps. I do them, and they inspire me, or they don't. And if they don't, I do another one. Rather than revisiting mind maps, I think it's better to do new ones. Here's how the sequence should go. Step 1. Think about what you want to write. This may take hours, days, or very rarely, weeks. Step 2. Take a piece of paper, turn it sideways, and write a question in the center of the page. A question is going to be way more useful to you than a topic. Step 3. Mind map on this question for 3 to 5 minutes. This means writing down everything that occurs to your brain. Don't make your notes super detailed. Instead, limit yourself to 3 or 4 words that will help you remember the point you're trying to recall. I'm showing you an example of one of my mind maps on the screen. Apologies for my hard-to-read printing. Step 4. While you're mind mapping, look for what I call the aha experience. This means you're suddenly excited about the idea of writing and you can't wait to get started. As soon as you have your aha, stop mind mapping and start writing. Step 5. If you don't have an aha experience, then start a second mind map, but use a different question in the center of the page. Step 6. If you don't have an aha experience after the second mind map, then do a third one using a different question again. And if the third doesn't work, try a fourth. Keep mind mapping for as long as necessary. If you worry that mind mapping is going to take too much time, remember that they should take only 3 to 5 minutes apiece. This means that you could do 6 to 10 mind maps in 30 minutes. And I've known people who will sit and stare at a blank screen for 30 minutes. At least with mind mapping, you're doing something that's fun, interesting, and will bring you closer to your material. With respect to using a whiteboard, I think that's a terrific idea, even though I can't do it myself because I don't have a wall that's big enough in my office. But if you do, go for it. Edson, I think your guesses about the benefits of whiteboard mind mapping are correct. Both the size of the area and the act of standing up are likely very helpful to you. But the main idea is to keep on mind mapping. It really is a bit of pixie dust for writers. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from the late mind mapping popularizer Tony Buzan. Mind mapping is a technique based on memory and creativity and comprehension and understanding. So when someone uses the mind map, they are using their brain in the way their brain was designed to be used. Edson, mind mapping is a great way to inject more creativity in your life. I encourage you to continue using it so as to inspire your writing. If you'd like to learn more about how to make your writing a happier and more creative process, check out my latest book, Your Happy First Draft. It's not available in bookstores or on Amazon. The only place you can get it is my website. Link below and in the show notes.